everyone, today's video is going to be on how I blow dry my hair. It's probably the #1 question that I get asked is about my hair and how I blow it dry and style it and that type of thing. There are so many things I want to tell you about hair, about blow drying your hair, tips for that, what types of brushes to use and what effects you'll get, the products that I used. I will put some of this stuff in the description box below, but I hope to do some other videos so that I can really explain it. So in this video, you'll see how I just did a regular blow dry with volume. I didn't tease my hair, I haven't hairsprayed it, so if you want to see how to blow dry your hair with volume to get it to kind of look like this, then keep watching. The other thing I was going to say real quick is that it does take me about 20 minutes to blow dry my hair, and I know that is a long time, but what I do is blow it dry, and then I find that I don't have to wash it for a couple days, and the blow dry, if I do it really good, then it will hold for a couple days. The other thing is the results that you may get may be different based on your haircut. So I've got, you know, a little bit longer than my shoulder, probably 3 inches past my shoulder, I would say maybe. And I do have layers throughout. So if you don't have layers, you're not going to get as much volume here. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Okay, everyone, so let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see, my hair is curly. So it took me a little while to get set up, so hopefully I can still get it straight. But basically, this is what I do. I'm going to go ahead and start with my bangs because as you can see, I've got a cowlick here and a cowlick here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the bangs. So here we go. And I'm just grabbing them and pulling forward. Now, my bangs are a little bit long right now, but what I'm going to do also is blow them in the opposite direction that I normally wear them in. So normally I wear them this way, but what I'm going to do is take my brush and flip them the other way. Okay, sorry I did that fast, but if I don't get the bangs all the way, they'll curl up and they don't act right for the rest of the day. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is put my hair, kind of section it off. So, and I'm going to start doing it in layers. So however thick your hair is, I'm just going to take a section above the ears. And what I like to do is, I like to use one of these clips. This is something you can use for an updo, but that way I don't get the kinks in it as much as if I use one of those butterfly clips like this. So I'm going to take another section and put it up like that. What I'm going to do is use my big round brush and just start drawing the sections. The key to this is, what I do is start at the root and work my way down. I don't start drawing the ends first because those are the part that will get the most damaged. So I start at the root to give it volume. And what you want to do is kind of aim your hairdryer down on your hair. So like this. And follow it through. And then get the underneath side. Let me show you on this side. So I'm going down. Turning the brush like this. Okay, so what I try to do is get each section dry before pulling down another section. So again, what I did was just, I'm taking my brush and I'm lifting it up and pulling with some tension because I've got curl in my hair, so I want to pull it out. I don't rest the blow dryer right on my brush. Sometimes I will if I'm trying to get it to go down, but basically you want to blow dry your hair, the air to aim down. And what I'm doing is turning the brush as I go. Now, if your hair is wet and you try to start turning it, that's when you're going to get your hair caught up in your round brush. So let me go ahead and take the next section down. And really what I do is just repeat this. So I'm just kind of grabbing the new wet section, starting at the root. Get the underneath side. At the end, I like to give it a shot of the cool, and my cool button is on here. So at the end, when I'm going under, just so the ends will be smooth, I like to give it a shot of the cool as I release it. If you think of your hair like metal, you know you have to heat up metal to bend it, and then you cool it and it stays in the same position. So that's why I give it that cool shot at the end. Okay, so what I've been doing is just, again, getting it at the root, putting the air in the direction going down. And what I do is start at the root and get the root dry. Then I can start moving my brush down. If your hair is wet all the way and you try this wrapping it up and trying to do it, you're going to get your hair stuck in knots. So what I'm going to do is do the other side and then come back because it's easier to show you this way. So what I did was just finish this bottom section. And what I like to do is make sure it's completely dry before moving on to the next section. And I can feel right here that under the roots, right here, is not dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put the hairdryer there. The back takes practice, so don't worry about that, you'll get it. So now I'm just going to take the next section down and just pulling a section up. Depending on how thick your hair is how many sections you'll have. My hair is pretty thick, so I'm going to take this section now. And again, I'm just clipping it with this just so I don't get the crinkles in my hair. Okay, so let's start on this section. And I'm still going to use the round brush, the big one. I'll start on this side so you can see. I pull it up to get underneath. I'm turning slowly as I go down, and then giving it a cool shot at the end. So pull it up to get the underneath part. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do just for time's sake, is to go ahead and blow dry the other side, just like that. So I did this side and this side, but the back, as you can see, I didn't really get to, and I know the back is challenging for people, so I'm going to try to turn around and show you how I do that. Again, I'm just taking the sections, and if it's too big of a section, then just break it up if it's too wet, which is what I'm going to do, and just pull this piece forward. So I'm just going to do it right here. Same thing, I'm going on top and underneath of the root to get it dry. I'm just brushing through it. So now I'm going to take this top section down, because and since I've been talking and doing this top section is almost dry, which is not good. But what I'm going to do is just spray it. This is just water in here. Just spray it a little bit so that I can get some of the kinks out. Now for the top part, I go back and forth between this big brush and this little one. Because my layers are shorter and I want more volume up here, I use the smaller brush. So I don't really part it and do it, I kind of just do it all over the place. So you'll see. the other way. Just make sure you get the root good. This is where I really want the volume. So I'm going to make sure to get the roots really good from the front and the back. And sometimes what I do after it's dry is just roll it up and leave it there. If it's wet, you're going to get tangles. And then put a cool shot on it. So you get that volume up there if you don't like to tease. Same thing, take the next middle section. Leave it there. Give it a cool shot. And let it down. My calic is still there, so I can go over it and try to straighten that out. If the ends aren't looking right, what I'll do is just grab it, go over it again, and give it that cool shot at the end. So I'm doing the cool shot now. Okay, so that's really what I do to blow dry my hair. And then if I need to go over parts that are still wet, then I would do that. The other thing is, because I see some frizz here, what I usually do every day is take a pomade. I love the Sticky Rice by Cibu. I put a little bit in the palm of my hand and rub it until there's not any more. And then what I do is put it over my bangs a little bit because they tend to go the wrong direction, and any little baby hairs that I have. And then what I do is take like an oil, or this is the Cibu Ancient Serum. I put 2 squirts in right on top of what I just did, rub it together, and just put it on the ends to kind of smooth it out, because I don't like that look of just hair that's blown dry. I like it to be a little bit shiny. So that's basically how I blow dry my hair. And then if I want, I could tease it and then hairspray however you want. But that's how I do it. I think the key is to get the roots dry first, and it makes it easier to bring your brush down. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm also going to list all the products that I used in my hair before I blew it dry, what kind of hair dryer I have. I'll probably even do a brush video because there's so many different types. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope y'all have a great day.